Keep your story off the stage and watch your life get stronger. Not because your days are perfect, but because most people aren't destroyed by what they live, only by what they tell without control. Every time you reveal your plans, your fears, or your emotions to someone who doesn't understand your path, you hand over power without realizing it. And that power doesn't just influence what you feel, it touches your dreams, your motivation, and how others see you. Think about it. If no one knew what you were building right now, how many critics could stop you? How many comparisons could wound your confidence? Quiet people hold far more power than they show, because whoever controls their tongue controls their destiny. When you protect your inner energy, the noise of the outer world naturally fades. In this video, you'll learn how to preserve your silence before the world consumes your energy. I'll show you what should remain secret, what kinds of confessions steal your peace, and how to build a calmer, stronger inner life. Silence is not emotional avoidance. It's wisdom in action. And peace often lives in what you choose not to say. Before we begin, write this in the comments. Today, I choose silence. If you often feel the need to explain yourself, to justify every feeling, or to share every thought, this simple phrase could mark a turning point. Real discipline begins the moment you learn to control your tongue. As Plato said, the wise man speaks because he has something to say, the fool because he has to say something. It's time to rediscover the power of silence. 1. Your big goals and future plans. Not talking about your goals is the first and most crucial step to protect your inner strength. Everyone knows a seed cannot grow unless it's buried deep in silence. Yet when it comes to our dreams, we forget this truth. The moment we feel excitement, we rush to share it, to announce, to post, to receive early applause. But that simple act, though it feels harmless, is one of the greatest traps for the soul. Humans are not addicted to action. We're addicted to recognition. We tell ourselves that sharing a goal keeps us accountable, that it motivates us. But your brain doesn't see it that way. When you announce a goal out loud, your reward system releases dopamine as if you've already achieved it. You feel the pleasure of completion without having done the work. That's why so many people stop right after announcing their plans. A great goal is like a seed. It must be buried deep, in darkness and silence. Only then can it break, root, and grow. But an impatient spirit wants to dig it up each day to show its potential. Look what I'm building. And that's how a dream dies, exposed too early to judgment, envy, or doubt. Your mission is not to display the seed, but to protect it. External approval is not light, it's fire. And fire burns what's still fragile. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." He was reminding us, don't announce, embody. Each silent day, you lay another brick in your unseen masterpiece. Those who can't see your path will project their own fears onto it. Are you sure? That's too hard. I don't think you can. These words corrode your conviction inch by inch until your dream is gone. Not because others destroyed it, but because you let their voices live inside you. The Stoics knew, noise disperses intention, silence concentrates it. Work in silence, and let your actions speak. Your dreams are seeds. If you throw them to the wind, they vanish. Bury them deeply, and they become indestructible. 2. Your good deeds and acts of virtue. Who determines the true value of a good deed? You or the audience watching you do it? We live in a world where the worth of an action is measured by the applause it receives. But Stoic wisdom teaches the opposite. Walk the silent path of virtue. The moment you make your virtue public, you dilute it. When you tell others what you did, the focus shifts from the beauty of the act to your desire to be recognized for it. Virtue becomes vanity. Marcus Aurelius explained it clearly. As the vine produces grapes and asks for nothing in return, so must man do good without seeking reward. A good deed is its own prize. Waiting for approval is as absurd as imagining the sun expects thanks for rising. When you keep your good actions private, you build character, the most valuable treasure of all. External approval is like wind, here today, gone tomorrow. But inner serenity, born from living by your values, is an unshakable foundation. Those who constantly talk about their kindness become slaves to validation. When no one notices, frustration grows. That reveals the truth. Your generosity wasn't pure, it was conditional. The Stoic spirit does what is right even when no one is watching. So, next time you act kindly, savor the silence. Let it remain a secret between you and the universe. Virtue doesn't need noise. It shines with its own light. 3. Your inner struggles and emotional weaknesses. To protect your self-esteem, guard your emotional fragility. We all break sometimes, but not every ear is a refuge. Some people don't listen to understand. They listen to interpret, compare, or even weaponize your words later. Sharing your pain with the wrong person doesn't heal you. It exposes you. What you reveal in trust can easily turn into ammunition. Real emotional maturity begins when you realize that telling everything isn't sincerity, it's recklessness. Recognizing your pain is courage. Spreading it carelessly is self-harm. Some wounds need silence, time, and the right presence, not an audience. Choose carefully who sees your inner world. Not everyone can hold it. A therapist, a wise mentor, or a loyal friend can transform your pain into growth. The rest can turn it into gossip or pity. Remember, pity is poison disguised as empathy. Your heart is not a microphone, it's a temple. Temples are protected by silence, opened with awareness, and sustained by wisdom. Managing your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them, it means carrying them to the right place. Shared wisely, they heal you. Shared poorly, they hurt you. 4. Your financial situation. Talking about money, especially in unstable times, weakens you psychologically and changes how others see you. Money triggers powerful emotions in people. Sharing your struggles might feel like relief, but it quietly shifts how others perceive you, from equal to someone they pity, and pity keeps you small. But the opposite is also dangerous. Boasting about financial success rarely inspires. It provokes comparison and envy. People won't see your discipline or your sleepless nights. They'll only see what they wish they had. Their comments, even subtle ones, "You're lucky," "You make it look easy," drain your energy and force you to defend yourself. Talking about money opens an invisible door to emotional control. If you say you're struggling, people underestimate you. If you say you're thriving, they envy you. Either way, you lose balance. Seneca, one of Rome's wealthiest Stoics, understood this perfectly. Money is the slave of the wise man and the master of the fool. When you talk about your finances, whether in pride or in complaint, you let money define your identity. Financial silence isn't shame, it's strategy. Your money may rise and fall, but your reputation should remain stable. Wealth is like a seed. Exposed, it's stolen. Buried, it grows strong roots. The real value of money isn't in your pocket, it's in your mind. And that mind must stay free from others' opinions. 5. Other people's secrets. Revealing someone else's secret doesn't just betray them, it corrodes your own character. When someone shares a secret, they hand you a silent piece of their soul. Breaking that trust, even unintentionally, damages both of you. Imagine confiding your deepest fear to someone who later repeats it. The shame and anger you'd feel. That's the pain you cause when you expose others. Some wounds heal, but trust once broken never shines the same. True loyalty isn't loud, it's quiet. Protecting another's secret isn't a favor to them, it's a reflection of who you are. As the Stoics taught, virtue isn't only doing what's right, it's guarding what's right. Keep this rule. I don't carry stories that don't belong to me. Some stories are fragile, some still bleeding. When you spread them, you turn someone's pain into your entertainment. What leaves your mouth doesn't just describe you, it defines you. 6. The private details of your relationship. What happens within a relationship belongs only to that relationship. Every outside voice weakens the bond between two people. Sharing private conflicts might bring temporary relief, but it leaves cracks that outsiders will never forget. You forgive your partner and move on, but the friend you told only remembers the worst version of your story. You heal, they hold the grudge. Soon, your relationship stops being a sanctuary and becomes a stage where everyone adds their opinion. Intimacy is the backbone of love. What's born inside must heal inside. What happens at home stays at home isn't a cliché. It's protection. That doesn't mean silence in isolation. Seeking guidance is wise, but choose carefully. A mentor or a mature friend can help you. A gossip lover can destroy your bond in one sentence. Not everyone has the strength to hold another's intimacy without twisting it. Love doesn't grow by what's told outside. It strengthens by what's protected within. Speak with your partner, not about your partner. Love fades when overexposed, but deepens in silence. 7. Your private life on social media. Showing too much of your life online slowly weakens your inner strength. Each post, each story, each reveal opens a window into your soul. Not every viewer looks through that window with goodwill. Some admire, others compare, envy, or criticize. Over time, you start living not to experience life, but to display it. Visibility becomes a drug. When notifications stop, you feel anxious. That's not connection, it's addiction to attention. Real freedom isn't showing everything, it's knowing what to keep sacred. Some joys only grow in silence. Some victories take root away from the spotlight. Heraclitus said, "A wise mind is like a strong wall. It lets the light in but keeps the storm out." Use social media that way. Let some of your light filter through, but don't let it become a hurricane. Not every feeling needs an audience. Not every success needs applause. True peace isn't found in likes. It's in quiet moments no one sees. The happiest people don't need to prove it. The kindest don't proclaim it. They simply live it, and that's what makes them free. Show less. Live more. Speak less. Feel more. Share less. Protect more. A life well lived isn't designed for exhibition. It's built for experience. The Stoics taught that the greatest transformations begin not with noise, but with silence. The seed grows in silence. Strength gathers in silence. Wisdom awakens in silence. So, write it again. Today I choose silence. Because when you master your words, you master your world. When you guard your emotions, you become unbreakable. And when you protect your life, you become free. If you want to keep growing in wisdom and peace, subscribe to Stoic Spring. Build the daily habit of protecting your inner calm and developing emotional maturity. Because peace isn't found in speaking louder. It's found in learning when not to speak at all.